This is Nessyp, and we are back with LT and the Choqlit Songbird. You guys, tell me, how do you describe the music that you do?
Handle it, LT.
It is really just it's love music. It's listen friendly music. We what we try to do is try to keep it as clean as possible so listeners at any age can vibe off of it.
Okay.
So I mean, and maybe at times it may be a few times, you come up with a little few words that should not be in there, but it's just being creative. But it's never hard. You know what I mean? It's never hard because the way music is now today, there's words in here that kids should not be listening to, but the parents let them do it anyway.
Right.
But we're trying to create that avenue where they can still rock and listen to it, and the parents would be good with it, and the parents is rocking to it. So, that's where we're at with it.
Okay. So, Mr. Songbird, you have labeled yourself as a lyrical conversationalist.
Yes.
So is that you guys putting R&B and hip hop all together? And is that how you came up with that?
Well, I like I say, writing poetry and stuff is how I got through school.
Okay.
So, and a lot of times, like some of my coworkers don't really know what I do outside of work. Mm-hmm. So after I do a lot of training and stuff at work. So when I get off work, I try to be quiet because I know at some time I'm going to have to record, and I try to reserve my voice. So at that journey, I would only rather talk by pen, so sometimes my conversation, I would just rather do it in a song. So that's kind of how I came up with that. And I wanted people to know that we write grown folks music, because a lot of us grown folks don't have the music to dance to or vibe to without the women being degraded. I women will be on the dance floor dancing to all the most vulgar words they can ever be. And I'll ask them, I say, well, do you understand what the song is about? It's degrading you. And they'll always say, yeah, I just like the beat. But I see them lip syncing all of the lyrics. So I just kind of knew that there was a lane wide open to write songs that do not degrade women. I can't. Yeah. You can't have your mother and your sister as your best friends and then go degrade women in your music saying it's just art. No, there's no excuse for it. Mm. So that's just kind of what we do.
Wow.
This kind of sounds being an R&B singer and then say, I'm going to do this gospel song. No, don't do that.
you don't think that an R&B artist fits well with doing gospel?
I don't believe in it. It's either have both feet in if you're going to do the church thing, or either R&B. That's the way I feel about it. I mean, because there's a lot of people that are already confused out here with music. They need the youth today, they need focus. They need a straight line. Them constantly going left and right and wherever way they choose, it's messing this world up. So what I'm trying to do is keep the lane straight and let them decide which way they want to go. I don't want to push nobody to do anything, because there's a lot of people out here that are getting to liking my music. And then I go and say, hey, I'm gonna do this gospel song. That's not my vibe. I'm R&B, and I'm gonna say that all until the day that I die. I'm R&B.
Okay.
To the end.
Wow. I never, because on the Inner Sanctum Radio, we play R&B, we play old school hip hop, we play gospel. Like I have my gospel hour, but I never looked at it that way. But then again, I'm trying to create a base where all my listeners have an opportunity to hear what they want to hear.
And don't get me wrong, that has nothing to do with you, because you have an avenue to express music.
Yes.
But me doing something, I'm not going to go in that direction of R&B 1 minute and then jump to say I'm a gospel singer and then go back to R&B. I mean, some people got in trouble for doing that. And I'm not saying no names, but it is.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Or either they started off as R&B, went to gospel, and then wound up going back to R&B.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I have I've been doing a lot of interviews, and fortunately for me, I have learned so much from the people that I have been talking to. And I thank you guys for just giving me the opportunity to talk to you guys, because I've learned so much. And it may not seem like it just in a conversation, but a lot of times you go back and you look at the conversation and you go, you know what? I didn't really know that ahead of time. So I thank you guys both for joining me and educating not only me, but the other people that are going to be watching this.
Right.
So,
You're
right.
welcome.
Next song that's coming out is
Well, so
How far you want to go back?
I don't want to give away the date, but I
okay,
will
don't give away the date, just give me the song.
So the next two songs that's going to come out, one is called Mama's Love, and that's produced by Danny Jones. And of course, Maestro will mix that too, and Dave Allen will master it. Then the title track of the EP, which is called Move With Me. Yeah, that song is going to be a problem. Because it's just, it don't allow you to warm up. It don't allow you to get time to just try to sit down and feel what it's about. As soon as it comes on, it requires you to, yeah. You're not going to take a nap on that. You're not going to take a nap on that. You're not going to do it.
Okay, so LT, what do you think? You think that song is going to be just as hot as Mr. Songbird thinks it's going to be?
I mean, we argued about it. We went back and forth. I thought that should have been the first one, but he was.
So I did a survey because coming off of the high level of buzz that we just got from a collaboration of me and St. James, did Too Grown for Games. So it's kind of like a combination of hip hop and R&B and dance and grown folks. So I said, well, I can go, if you think about artists that release albums, the title track of the album is usually the third single that they release. So, and then this one is kind of like that R&B hip hop vibe that I just left from. So it's like I'm continuing it. And then I got to go to the soul and talk about my best friend, my mother. So I got to drop Mama's Love. And then that Move With Me coming. And
so I'm going to let you all on a little secret. Because I see me and LT, we kind of on the same page here. We on the same page. I thought I got a snippet of the song.
Woo!
I agree with you. That song should have been first, but I understand now why. I mean, I love Wait No More. I do. I really do. But this one that's coming, you guys, it's a done deal. So LT, I got you. Right?
But also, I've worked with the team out on the West Coast so much, and people lose focus that I have my own team here in Ohio. So I had to put together a project that actually displays the talents of my Ohio team, which is where I developed from. LT is always on me how to better project something and how to make it hit harder. Maestro is always on me on crisp, clean vocals. So Maestro not only takes me to the store and tell me what equipment I need, he also comes and shows me how to use it. So, so he's like my mentor. So LT and Maestro together, they will not let me go left if I'm not supposed to go left.
Hey, so remember this one, Raekwon, remember this one time when you was asking me to do harmony on the song, and I was like, we was over the phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, so because I said he should do it because his voice it was all about him. And that's how I felt about it, because I just felt like at that time he had such a feel for it that his vocal needed to do it. So I said, put the phone, because he was like, oh man, what's the note that I need to do? And I was like, well, put the phone up to the microphone. And I sung the note for him.
Yeah.
Over the phone. And he turned around and mimicked it, did it, and I was like, that's perfect.
You guys are going to be a duo that nobody's going to stop for a little while.
Yeah, it's that chemistry is crazy. Our chemistry is crazy. Like sometimes we're not even talking, and we just look at each other, and we'll hear a song and look at each other and go, yeah, they probably should have done this. They probably should have done this. And then it takes everything in us not to redo it, because we like, yeah.
His thing, like every time you do something that's good to Raekwon, he'd be like, no, that was nasty.
Because he got some notes that he hit and he act like it's nothing. I'm like, man, you better not put that in the trash. So I don't even keep trash cans in the studio because we don't write no trash. You know, so yeah, he be wanting to throw stuff away like I didn't like that. You crazy. Give me that. Yeah.
Sometimes you still say the same.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And everybody knew, like everybody who knows me in the music era and kind of knows him know at some point him and I are going to do a song together. They know it's coming. They don't even have to know when, what's it called, what's it going to be about.
Okay.
But they know somewhere you're going to see me and you're going to see LT. That's just the chemistry.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Raekwon, tell me about your song Mother's Love.
So I have different versions of ways to thank my mother for everything she's done. But I didn't want this to be a tearjerker. I wanted to be the type of song that congratulates and thanks, especially single mothers who try to be the father and mother. So every time I go somewhere, I always try to represent. They say, well, you're always dressing, you're always doing that. Well, they don't know I'm consistently trying to be the man my mother tried to raise. Wow. So Mama's Love is basically a song stating how I got to this place and that place. And when I didn't feel the encouragement, Mom would always come through. And so there's parts in the song that says, you know, she'll say, call me mama instead of mother, right? Because, you know, where we are from, a mother is not what we have. We have a mama.
Right.
And to us, a mama has been through the struggle with you. Okay. A mother sometimes has her life planned. You know, she may be married, you know, got the degrees and all that. Mama, mama. Yeah, mama is in the trenches with you. So there's a piece in the song where I said the mama come in and says to me, she says, call me mama instead of mother. We have to have the backs of each other. So I'm just telling you, yeah.
I remember because me and you, we lost our mothers around the same time. And you were so supportive of me because I think my mom passed first, and you were so supportive of me. And so I am looking forward to hearing that song, because just based on what you just said, I can relate to that. I can and I know that I'm not going to be the only one that's going to be able to relate that. So I applaud you for that.
Anybody that has a mother's, anybody that has a mama is going to be able to relate to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, you know, Nessyp, the other thing that that we all have in common is all of us are motherless.
Yep.
Every last one of us on here.
Yeah.
So that's what I love it. That connection by itself, you know. So a lot of people, when I was telling people about the idea, they say, yeah, but what's the difference in mama and mother? And that's why I made sure in the song that I says, you know, when she get to the end and she says, you know, a mama and a mother is different. And the way that I separate the differences is I have mama say, a mama has your back like no other. You know,
Yeah.
so mama would go through the trenches with you. She'll be at your school ready to knuckle up if she
Yep.
have to. You know,
Yep.
she'll sell some of her clothes just to make sure her babies got food.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
mama but you know, if you acting up in school, she gonna deal with that in school too.
Oh, yeah. You look
Yeah.
up, you be sitting in
Yeah.
the back of the class and you look up and everybody just go, whose mama is that?
The one that acting like he's doing the most work. That's who mama is.
Yep. Because you done
Oh, he was
already caught
talking
her
just a
out the
minute ago,
corner
right?
of your eye.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when you turn, babe, I
Uh-huh.
know you see me standing here talking to you, baby. Yeah.
And all the kids just like, what now? How you ain't saying is all that mess you was talking about? Oh,
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be the lineup. Wait No More, Mama's Love, Move With Me. Then there's a collaboration unit coming up with me and my guy Max Caesar. Then I'm gonna do a song called "The One You Love," and I got a couple more that I'm gonna do. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, what features I'm gonna do. Every time I tell LT and Maestro, like, "Hey man, I'm gonna do this," or think about doing a feature, they try to convince me, "Hey, you can do it all." Oh man, you got something I ain't gonna never have, man. Something about that throat he got, that throat of his, that boy critical. I need that in my life.
Surprised though, you know, you'd be surprised because there's a lot of people getting away with songs that they shouldn't. But
Yeah,
not to say Raekwon, he has me, he has Maestro, not going to steer him wrong, you know. So when he does something, guarantee it's going to be legit and clean and good and just the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, we did years ago. We did a song called "Texting Me." So I called LTN again, and he started doing texting me. He said, "Now you got to be able to do this with me because we're gonna do this harmony together." I said, "Yeah, right." He said, "Nope," and I could not get it. I tried it like 8 times. For some reason, I couldn't get it.
Okay.
And this is what we still laugh about today. He said, "Man, you can get this." He put his hand on my shoulder. He said, "Dude, you could do this." Yeah. And every time he put his hand on my shoulder, I'm blowing this joint like, "Yeah, let's go, let's go." He said, "What does it take for me to put my hand on your shoulder?" It's like magic or something.
I am literally standing beside him with my hand on his shoulder while he's singing in the mic, like,
yeah.
That's backup. That is so backup. That's backup for you.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's nothing but love for this man.
I see that in looking at you guys, and I hear it in your praise for each other. So that's definitely awesome. That is so awesome. So you guys tell people how to reach out to you. Say that they want you, because I know they're gonna hear this music coming up, and they may want you to collaborate with them. So how are they to get in touch with both of them?
LT, go ahead, brother.
Honestly, Raekwon is the man that he knows. I'm so my work that I do, I'm just gonna say this.
Okay.
I've dealt with a lot of stuff and a lot of people that would say they would do this and that and the other, and they never came through. That's why I told Raekwon I started doing my own thing, got my own pre-production studio, and really I can actually put a song out with what I have now. Same as him. He's got the whole ensemble. So my love is for this man. If he has something that if somebody gets in contact with him and say, "Hey, this guy wants you to do a song with him," I'd be like, because he knows me. I like how I people. And if he says they're cool people, I'm like, all right, let's do it. You know? And that's just how I feel about it. I mean, me personally, I'm basically just I'm a homebody. I'm a homebody. I've been out there and I've done probably 170 shows a year. And you know, didn't really pan out the way that I would hope that it would, but I got my man, my guy right there on the team. We're good. Yeah. Okay,
so LT, I just noticed your hat. You know you're gonna have to get a White Sox hat, right?
Let me tell you, I represent any place that's selling records.
Okay. We're gonna have to get this still required that's gonna be your job to get him a Chicago White Sox hat, you know.
Oh, we can do that too.
Hey, we can rock it. We can rock it.
Okay.
We might rock that boy in the video. We don't know.
Okay, see, there you go. That's right.
All
I
right.
got
Okay, so
Chi-Town, I used to hang out in Chi-Town. Don't start that.
right.
Don't start that.
you know,
Yeah,
almost
that's 17th.
tourists is always trying to trace the ground.
Trying to fit in.
Yeah,
Trying to fit in.
just jump on that train. No.
Hey, can I get a little taste of Chicago? Huh? Can I go to Cotton Club? Huh? Can I go to Navy Pier? Huh? Talk to me. Yeah.
You know what? You could go wherever you go. Just don't tell nobody you from Ohio. You will fit right in. Okay. And don't tell nobody that you are almost tourist because they're gonna.
I've been so the way you get in touch with me is so my email is csb@gmail, like Choqlit Songbird, csb@gmail. On most of the social media platforms, Choqlit Songbird Official. I have a large appetite for collaborations. I love collaborations. I've never been high in my life, but if being high is like doing collaborations, I understand it. Because music is my addiction. So I gotta have it. It's my air, my oxygen. Don't cut either one of them off, or I'm done. So, but yeah, any of the social media platforms, I definitely want to do some collaborations. I haven't done a lot of collaboration with other hip hop artists because a lot of other hip hop artists are still in that zone where they degrading women is their lane. Okay. Well, that's why I seem to mesh better with R&B cats, whether it's male or female, you know. But there's some hip hop cats out there that can get it. I'm just saying, with R&B, you don't have to tell them, hey, we got a censorship here, we got to be able to, you know, cool it down here, because you think about R&B guys always sing to the ladies.
Yep.
Yeah.
My grown folks hip hop style, I'm talking to the ladies.
Yeah.
So it's easy for me and R&B to get together, you know. So, but yeah, any of the platforms, I definitely want to do collaborations. When me and LT is doing stuff, it's like an example that this can be done. You know, we know how to stay in our lane and run it, you know. So, but collaborations is definitely something I want to do a lot of. You know, because you know, it's when you have to do a whole song, you have to have each verse climaxing, right? So it has to climax. You got to write the hook. Everything got to be powerful. But when you are collaborating, you can stay in your lane and put all that powerful energy in one verse instead of having to keep people's attention for 3 verses, bridge, hook, all that. You can collaborate. And in that one verse, you could put all your hard punches and your passion and everything into it. And that's it. It's like you only have to control one block. You don't have to ride through the whole city. So,
but we ride through the
yeah.
What LT? What did you say?
We riding through the whole city.
Yeah.
We make it work.
Okay. You make it work. Well, guys, thank you so much for being on Nessyp. I truly, truly appreciate you. Again, congratulations on what you're doing and what the foreseen future is as to what you're doing. And you guys have to come back with that after Mother's Love. Not saying I'm not, because I haven't heard Mother's Love yet. But song after that, you guys gonna have to come back and tell me how this doing, okay?
Yeah. So I just want to, you know, for all your listeners, right?
Okay.
I want to make sure all your listeners that tune in, I just want to make sure that we thank them. It's Choqlit Songbird, LT, Nessyp, Inner Sanctum. That's how we do it.
See, this is why I love you guys. You guys are so cool. Okay, this has been Nessyp of Nessyp Entertainment. Back to you in the studio.